Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jordan Beavers. I will be the speaker tonight. And today we're going to talk about the reality of music. Give me one second. So, what would you do to make it a music show? I know growing up as kids, we idolize and we see a lot of artists on stage. We watch them and spend time watching them at the Grammys and different award shows. And sometimes as kids, we definitely want to grow up and be like, I want to be that artist, or I want to be an artist to inspire other kids, or just do, you know what I'm saying, what they did. So, I know, I don't know what it's like for y'all, but I know for me, music is very, very deep rooted in my family. My brother sings, my mom sings, really my whole family sings. If you're born, you can sing. That's just something that's a talent. I know growing up, I didn't see a lot of people that the only thing that they're chasing and that they really want is just that one deal, especially people that's in the lower class and they have all these gifts and talents and they really don't know how to utilize them or how to get it out or get it aware. They just sit here and you know, they sign whatever deal that they can get, and sometimes the effects that it has aren't always that good. So if you see below or assigned down, there's a visual aid that you guys can follow as I go on. You can see different artists. You can see how music has affected the generation as a whole. It influences from what we wear to how we think to sometimes even how we feel. As a lot of people feel like it shouldn't, it does. But today, I want you guys to understand that in order to know the real issues that's going on within the music industry, you have to understand the real problems that these artists face, and how it's really important that we know about the deals before we really sign. One major artist I can tell you is Young Thug, and he's very famous. I know a lot of y'all probably know who he is. You've heard him. He's a big name around the generation. He's known for his style. He's known for him being he's known for him expressing himself and not really caring. His big hit was probably The Stoner back in 2015. It took over the charts. It was the #1 hit. At the time, he's coming down from Atlanta. He's just a young kid, struggling poverty, looking for that out, doing what he gotta do, changing his life to help his family. He signed a deal. That's of course the first thing you're gonna do. The first thing you're gonna do is sign a deal. But signing that deal also took away the percentages that he actually earned by to even help his family. And he ended up facing a lot of problems because of that. If you see a lot of artists when they get signed and they have these deals, they usually they have the chains and all the flashy designer, all of that, just to show off that they have money. But in reality, sometimes that they end up broke and they end up not even having that money to last because they don't feel it. Because the deals, because when you get the money, they give you all this money in advance, but don't really tell you the breakdown of, hey, we're taking this, and this, and this. So you end up spending all this money and have to pay people that you don't even have the money to pay with the money, and they're broke. For Young Thug, in this case, it was similar like that. He had signed a deal, and he didn't really know. He was young. Signing that deal, he was left with a record company that ended up actually owning a lot of percentages of his music, of his life, that he didn't realize that they would. But, like I said, Young Thug, he's really known in his generation for doing whatever he's wanting and expressing how he feels. He ended up going rogue. He and Gucci Mane, who at the time was, I guess, like an older brother to him, helped him out and got him out of the deal that he was currently in. I do want to share that when you do take these deals and you don't know your son, a lot of times if you don't have people that can really help you out, it can be really risky because they can end up suing you and you can lose everything that you own. I would like to I would like to transition into telling you guys about why it's so important that you read before you sign these deals. When you sign these deals, a lot of the times you can see different artists, naming from Kesha, naming from Toni Braxton, even TLC, who influenced all these different generations but ended up not even able to help themselves and their family. when you sign these deals, sometimes you're limited to what you can even do as an artist. The record label not only is over controlling your money, they control your what you put out, what you say, and what you have to do when you do put it out. And without you listening to them, they can snatch it all away and replace you with somebody and all the work, and it'd be nothing. So the truth about it is, you gotta be careful when you sign these deals. And really, you gotta just be able to know that, make sure that everybody has the best interest for you and your family. So today, I have thoroughly explained, I have examples. If you guys have followed along throughout the whole message, to show you different effects and show you people that have gone through everything I've talked about today. I know we have dreams, and we have every right to chase them and achieve them. But just make sure that you're taking those steps to protect yourself.